Hey everybody, this is Dr. Pat Larrabee with Larrabee Sports Performance. Just want to talk to you a little bit about lactate threshold, or FTP, which is functional threshold power or field training protocol. And so if we have an athlete who has a lactate threshold or an FTP of 150, understand that would be represented on this straight line here. And with that being said, understand that as they're going along and they're holding this like in a time trial, and either a hill comes up or they decide to stand up and give it more gas, as they increase and come above this line, they're now in an anaerobic zone. When that happens, at some point they're going to have to pay it back. They're in an oxygen debt. And in order to do so, you can't just get off of the gas and have it return back to baseline. If you're in a road race, that might happen if you just cross the gap and now you're sitting on somebody's wheel and you're getting the draft, so you're actually way below this. But then in order to come back to that 150, there's always going to be a degradation where you're going to come back, you're going to have less power for a period of time in order to get the power back and to get your heart rate under control, and then you will see that come back up where you can hold that FTP again. You can't ever go into this zone up here with increased power without at some point paying it back. Now, if we were to go backwards on this and to say that you're in a time trial, let's say the Cherry Creek time trial, and let's say our athlete's running about 20 minutes. If they start the race and they keep right around here and they just keep kind of doing this on and off, they're probably going to be okay. And then when they're about 2 minutes away from that finish line, if they were to go ahead and ramp this up and then get on out through here, and that should have went up at that point instead of that whole linear line, then understand they're going to be at the finish. So they can go into debt for a little bit there at the finish, and then in doing so, they basically will pay that off when they get back after the finish line. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out, larrabeehealthandfitness@gmail.com.